Hi, Coops from Chucky and Mosh here. Welcome to part 2 of our interview with a Death in the Family. Today we're going to be talking about when the guys went over to Europe. Now you guys went and played with Samiam across the country over there. How was that tour?
That was fun. Samiam kind of like, I don't know, kind of like our brother band. We get along with them kind of too well. So yeah, it was really fun to tour with those guys again. And
I guess we've been really lucky. Both times we went to Europe was with kind of established bands over there, and you know, like a band like Samiam tend to, like across their long career, have always seemingly done better in Europe than they have in their home country.
Yeah.
And I think that was like their 14th tour over there, which is amazing. And you know, people just come out and shows were really big still.
You have to play some cool venues as we're seeing on the footage you've given us at the moment.
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of Europe. It's kind of like every city has a really cool little punk rock scene and DIY scene, and some of the venues are amazing. You know, like
Rome.
We played at a place, Fort Prestinio, I think it's called, in Rome, and it was basically in an old military tunnel.
Compound,
yeah. So we're literally like playing in an old tunnel, and it's really hard to describe. You know, like some of those places. They're definitely not conventional venues, and it just makes the experience all the more crazy.
Yeah, you kind of turn up to a place like that and you go, so that's where we're playing? Like, it's not the usual kind of spot. You go, wouldn't it be like there? What's that? Like, it's always just a what if. I think it's great.
So, to America, Europe's a bit more enjoyable?
No. Like, there's parts, you know, I guess as a touring band, like if you're going to be fed a lot better in Europe, especially just because of the bands that we toured with there as well. We got looked after really well. But yeah, you know, most venues you play in Europe, accommodation, and everything. So, and that's every night. So,
and that's often regardless of the size of the bands. You know, like bands like Leatherface and Samiam, they're big bands and pulling some like good crowds sort of wherever they go. But I get the feeling that even if you went over there, you know, if we maybe had gone there a third time, we would have tried to do our own tour. Even at that level, if you're getting 50 or 100 people a night, they'll still, you have somewhere to stay, you get as much beer as you can drink, and food, and
breakfast.
And crazy good breakfast. Yeah. But I think there's just a bigger gap in American touring for like in the kind of scene of music we play anyway. It seems like, you know, if you're only playing those small crowds, small venues, that DIY kind of scene, it's not really expected that you guaranteed somewhere to stay and guaranteed rider, guaranteed payment. Them doing you know, those bigger tour with Gaslight Anthem, that is kind of the same level as doing a smaller tour in Europe. So you know, on that tour we were definitely well looked after. But I think in between, if you're kind of a known band but not pulling 500 people a night, you kind of still end up struggling.
Yeah, I don't know, I love Europe, so it's my kind of choice.
And they let you into Europe.
That's pretty much why.
Most important.
They don't ask questions in Europe. They just go,
Now, mid-last year, you guys played your last show at the Arthouse, which has been, you've pretty much been the band that represents the Arthouse for many years now. What was it like walking both on and off the stage on that night?
Yeah, I think it was a really cool show to finish up. I mean, our luck, you know, like, I think all the times we played at the Arthouse, there was something special about it for our enjoyment anyway. And to walk off it for the last time was just kind of weird. You know? I think even in bands before Death in the Family, we all played there so many times, and it's just such a special venue and place for all of us. I think to think that we wouldn't be playing there again didn't really hit home for like a couple of weeks afterwards, and you're kind of like, yeah, that's it. We'll go to the Arthouse, and yeah, it was really sad to finish up. It was a celebration like all that week. Yeah. I think it wasn't until a few weeks later realising that
you see them can't go on to show.
Yeah, that's right. And yeah, I think especially for our band, having had Matt and Adam, it was their home. They lived there for so many years, and Jamie lived there as well when he first joined the band and moved to Melbourne. So yeah, it was kind of like their second home. Like when we started the band, all the songs and stuff were written and hanging out at Yardy, and eventually we did some recording there. It was just like our band was kind of ingrained or roots in there. Yeah, it was just kind of like our headquarters. Yeah. If nothing was going on, you'd go down and having Matt playing guitar, or they'd be recording something, or you'd go down and meet down there and chat about tour plans. And so to wrap all that up was, and I still think that was a little bit to do with finishing up the band as well. Losing a bit of that.
Yeah. Have you got a favourite moment from your time at the Arthouse for both of you? One point that stands out.
Well, no, I guess for me, probably like living there, like when I first moved to Melbourne, because that was like a huge thing for me. It was the first time I'd ever moved anywhere, and it was a bit of a shock actually to move in, and for years of playing there, like from Newcastle. When I was there, it was always party time, everyone was around, so there's like stuff going on, and to move there on a Monday. And like Andy picked me up from the airport, and I put my bags in the room and just kind of like unpacked my stuff, and then just kind of went really quiet and weird, and like there's no gigs, nothing happened. I'm just like in this room, and no one's kind of having beers. Like, what are they doing? What's going on? But yeah, living there was like, it was great. It was a great time. Met a lot of really good friends there.
I think for me it was the show that we played there with the Spermbirds from Germany. I just think that was a band, like I just know Mel and Matt and Dave and Hardy and Adam, everyone was just like up there with everyone in Arthouse's favourite band, and there was just, I don't know, there's so many good shows and so many good tours, and we were really lucky to play with all sorts of overseas and Australian bands there, but that show for me was just like sort of Spermbirds, NYC, us, and Spermbirds played the next night as well. And just that weekend, it was almost like that show was like giving everything back to like Dave and Matt, and Mel and Adam, and like it was a band that I don't think anyone thought they would get to see there. And just seeing all these older people too that I know used to go to the Arthouse, maybe hadn't been there for years, and band like Spermbirds brought out all the old punk rockers, and I just looked around and everyone was smiling, and that was one of the funnest couple of nights I've had there in Drunkers.
And before I get in trouble, also I got married there as well. So,
you better sit that way. Being
married at the Arthouse was pretty special.
I was also pretty drunk about that.
Okay. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
You guys have just announced your last show as part of the weekend of this year. That's going to be happening in the hotel. You guys pumped up for the show? Excited or sad?
Not sure yet.
You wait until the night?
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Like I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, it's always a sad thing. And in the band, especially, like I was in there for nearly 6 years, and it's going for about 8 or so, whatever. So it's a long time. Should be a really good show. Rival schools, shouts, and toy boats as well. So it'll be a good night. Yeah, pretty excited.
I think it'll be a happy sad show.
Bittersweet.
And that was one of the reasons we decided to do it. Like as part of the weekend, I guess we originally thought about doing a final show, and everyone agreed that we'll do one in July or August, and maybe we should do Sydney, and maybe Brisbane or we should do a tour, and then knowing that there'll be interstate people and yeah, all our friends will hopefully be there, and we can just do one show.
Cracker and
yep, and hopefully we don't screw it up too bad. So we won't have another show to redeem it. That's the problem. That's a problem with final shows.
yeah.
It's but
No drinks here.
no drinks. It's not me to worry about.
Done pretty well actually. Like it's been like the first year of the tour was like after 5 shows that I played with the band since joining, we went to Europe and played 38 in a row. We didn't strangle each other, or,
No.
you know, like it was pretty good actually. Like
The few tours after that, there's
You didn't come home and spend 6 months apart from each other.
not really, no. Yeah. So you know that's something. Yeah, it's awesome.
and yeah, I don't think being a band like we were, where we're not doing it for money. You know, we were never at the point where we're making money out of it. You have to love it.
Otherwise, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
As we mentioned in part 1, the band have shared a fair bit of live footage with us to go with this interview. So we're going to have a look now at a live clip from when the band toured the US with Gaslight Anthem in 2009. We hope you enjoy it.
With Lombi, big time Adrian Lombardi on guitar.
So this has been a Death in the Family. Thanks for joining us, guys. Have a chat.
No worries, kids. Thank you.
And get out and check out their last show at the weekend. If you haven't got a ticket, get on it fast because they're probably sold out by now.